This is an install video for Michael Schwartz's resonator baffles for the HK 3-inch big straights. For this installation you're going to need a set of Allen wrenches, and it's recommended that you use some blue Loctite. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is to remove the tips from the pipes. Grab a 5/32 Allen wrench. We're going to go ahead and break loose these button head cap screws. They may be a little bit tight the first time you take them off. That's just from normal corrosion and exhaust gases and whatnot. We'll take the tip off as we remove the screw. Set the tip and the screw to the side so that you're not going to step on them. This one's a little bit tighter. Alright, right behind the button head cap screws for the tips, you'll find another button head cap screw for the baffles. We're going to use a 3/16 Allen wrench. We'll go ahead and break these loose. Once again, these can be a little bit tight. You can see on this top pipe a little bit of rust, so they're going to take a little time to get them out of here. Always take your time, don't try to force the wrench. Now once we have the screws removed from the baffles, we're going to go ahead and set those aside. Now, these screws will not be reused with the resonator baffles. Now right here is going to be the hardest part of this install, and it's really quite simple. If you look up inside the pipe, you can see the stock baffles. We've got a little bit of corrosion, some exhaust dust up inside there. And what we're going to do is just take some WD-40 and we're going to go ahead and just coat the flanges with a little WD-40 or some penetrating oil. We're going to let that set for a little while. Give it about 25-30 minutes and we'll come back. Okay, now that we've let the WD-40 set for a little while, we're ready to go ahead and try to remove our baffles. Now you can see that I've removed the top baffle already. What I've done, and this is going to be different for every person's pipes, what you may have on hand, but you have to get something that you can grab a hold of the baffle and pull it backwards. What I've used here is a coat hanger, and I've made a little hook on the end of it, very slightly, so that I can dig that hook inside the little webs of the baffle on the inside. Some people have used different objects. One other thing you can do to help you get started, if you look on the back side of your pipe, the heat shield is open. You can actually slide a long piece of rod behind or inside the heat shield and tap the baffle backwards to get you started. After that, it's kind of a game of fighting with this thing to try to get this baffle out. This can be quite a pain in the butt. And there we go. The next part of this install is very simple. We're going to take the resonator, we're going to remove the screw that was attached. That screw has a lock washer and a standard washer. We'll set those aside for the time being. What we want to do is line up the screw hole with the hole for our baffles in the heat shield. We're just going to do that by eyeball and go ahead and slide these up into the pipe. I'm going to go ahead and use an Allen wrench to find that screw hole as it comes through, and now I have it, and you can see that I'm lined up for my screw. Now we'll just take the screw with the washer and the lock washer, go ahead and thread those in. We'll go ahead and take our 3/16 Allen wrench and tighten these into place. Actually, I need to back up on that just a second. As recommended by Michael, I'm going to go ahead and pull that bolt back out and drop a little bit of blue Loctite on it. Alright, we'll go ahead and put that back into place. Now the Loctite is just a safety precaution to make sure that the vibration and the heat doesn't let that bolt back out of there. Now we're not going to put a whole lot of torque on this, but we do want to collapse the lock washer. Get it good and snug. Once again, don't over tighten, just collapse that lock washer. And now we're ready to reinstall our tips. Go ahead and grab our tip and line up the hole from the screw. Drop our screw in. And we'll grab our 5/32 Allen wrench. Make sure you push your tip all the way back into place. Don't want to leave any gap between the heat shield and the tip. And once again, we'll snug this down. Not a need to get this incredible amount of force on it or anything, just to get it good and snug. And that completes the installation. I'm going to go ahead and do the second resonator baffle, get that in, and then we'll start it up and hear what it sounds like. So there you have it. Now you're ready. Go on outside and let's get yours installed and get you running.